Well, hello and welcome to the Internal Mobility Podcast, where we explore all of the ways for you to reach your potential and also make this giant company a little easier to know and understand. Today, our guest is Amy Kincaid. Welcome, Amy.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Now, Amy's Vice President in Operational Talent Solutions, or OTS, a new acronym that you might have heard out there today, but you didn't start as a VP. You entered as a branch manager, right?
I did.
Tell us your story.
Oh gosh. It's been a wild one, I would say, I guess, like thinking about just the road here, walking into a branch that was underperforming and being able to turn that branch around and then just slowly assuming more responsibility and lots of change over the years. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a great journey. I was like, whenever someone asked me to describe how my time at Randstad's been, I was like, it's going to sound a little crazy, but it's kind of like a roller coaster. There's a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns, and you just got to make sure when you have that good, happy feeling, like your belly's up in the air and you're going over the roller coaster, like you got to keep that feeling whenever you might hit a little dip too fast too.
I am fascinated by that because when we began to really understand like how crazy the transformation journey was going to be, the fact that we're transforming as a function, RBE, all of our businesses are transforming. I was having a conversation with my boss about it last year, actually, fourth quarter of last year. And she said, it's going to be a wild ride. There's going to be a lot of roller coaster this year. And so today, when, there's friction and when all of that change is happening, and it's almost become like a shortcut between the two of us when we're trying to solve a problem as a function of all of that change and friction. She just sits her hands and so we don't have to keep having the conversation. Like, we prepared for this, which is right on time, right?
Yes, for sure.
So I wanted to talk to you about internal mobility, because I had a recruiter that came to me and said, I'm worried that Amy's vulnerable right now. We've got all of this great new opportunities for our people. They're responding to it. They're applying for those roles. But in Amy's area, she's got a lot of folks that are going to get those jobs. And so I asked her about it. And her response was, what am I going to do? Hold them back? And so I'd like for you to unpack that.
Sure. I think over the years, I've had some great leaders that really believed in me, and they wanted to know what made me tick. Where did I want to go? And I want to be the type of leader that supports my folks. And where do they want to go? I want them to be happy in their career. So what do they want to do? I can't make it about what I want them to do, because at the end of the day, if I'm trying to force them to do something I want them to do, if it's not what they want to do, they're going to leave, and they're going to leave a great company. And I don't want that. If they're a great employee, I want to keep them with Randstad. I truly believe Randstad is a fantastic company. I bleed blue. I love it here. I want our folks to love it here and love what they do at the end of the day. So I'd much rather be the leader that supports my people than the leader that holds them back and forces them out the door.
It's a very strategic view, Amy, because I know how much it hurts when you've built an incredible business and all of a sudden it's at risk. Very mature, very strategic. I love working with leaders like you that get it and see the long-term view. It's lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, it definitely has challenges. I'm not going to say, like I said, that's part of the roller coaster. Now we have to bring new people in and get them up to speed. But like I said, we still have all that knowledge within Randstad. It's just a click away. I've done it before. So.
Yeah. So there's a lot of change right now. You lost your folks to roles that didn't even exist 2 months ago, right? And there's a lot of that throughout the environment. And there are also some folks that are having a hard time seeing that as opportunity and that are feeling very insecure. What would you say to those folks?
So I fully do just trust Randstad. And I say that because I think back to like when COVID took place, right? And I'll never forget when COVID took place, and it was not the most fun call where we got on a call, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, and everyone like, hey, we don't know what's going to happen with the economy or what's happening with, we're trying to protect people's jobs. So here's what we're doing. And everyone that was here probably remembers they took away a little bit of salary. They stopped 401ks. They stopped some of that stuff. And, and I just, like at the end of the day, I was like, hey, they're trying to protect more jobs. They're trying to help people. So we're not driving. So I really tried to get my teams to wrap their hands around, like, hey, this is what's happening. And then at the end of the year, when they came back and said, hey, you all like really kicked some butt, here's your thank you bonus. I was like, they didn't have to do that. They'd already taken that money away. Randstad did not have to come back and basically pay people back what they took away. And that was really cool to me. And I'm like, there's a lot of companies that wouldn't do that. So I say, just trust the company. Like I fully do. I really do believe in Randstad. I love it here. I really do think there's going to be a lot of great opportunities that are going to be coming up, like and doing some great things with segmenting folks. I've lost folks in the past also because we did ask them to wear a lot of hats, so now we really get the opportunity to retain those great people here as well.
Awesome. It's a vivid reminder, right? I remember being shocked. Like, who does that? Who gives you money that technically doesn't belong to you anymore? It's
right.
Great. So what's been your favorite human forward moment in the last couple of weeks?
Oh gosh. I really, it's a little bit, I think different for me. I interact with some of the talent, but not as much as, what I, had at one time. I think for me, it's really helping our new hires win and see how they can change the lives of other people and how they can help clients, make it to a kid's ball game because they got them fully staffed. So when I think about that, even helping some of our new hires in the last few weeks, I know we had one candidate that did go perm, and one of our market managers was just so excited because the candidate came in to hug him and told him thank you and how much it meant to him. So I think just being able to help our team realize, like, hey, we're going to have ups and downs. We are going to get our heart broken at times from people disappointing us, but there are, those rays of sunshine that really do pull through and get us to why we do what we do each day.
Yeah, and it's a pretty powerful mission. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course. Thank you.